Hey guys, welcome to Breaking the System. This is Andrew Riley. We will be getting right into today's video. Hey guys, if you like the content, make sure you subscribe below, and at the end of this video I'll give you another chance to subscribe. It's all about themselves. It's not about the people. It's about themselves. Anyway, we'll get off that. We'll get back into this. He has plundered our seas, ravaged our coast, burnt our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people. How many times has the government done that to our people? Our government today, how many times have they done that to our people? They do whatever they want, whenever they want. They are above God in their eyes. And I don't think that's right. Us as the people have the duty and the right, not only the right, but the duty to stand up against it. When are you going to stand up? He is at this time transporting large armies of foreign mercenaries to complete the work of death, desolation, and tyranny, already begun with circumstances of cruelty and perfidy, scarcely paralleled in the most barbarous ages, and totally unworthy the head of a civilized nation. Remember the civilized stuff that I was talking about? Civilized nation. If they're going to be acting like animals, we should treat them like animals. Why is the government taking power in places or in things or over things that they should not be able to? Why are they putting laws in that affect us when we don't want the laws over us? We should be able to vote on all these laws, but yet they're lying and they're stealing and they're doing it behind closed doors, and they're cutting you completely out of the situation when it is designed for the people. He has constrained our fellow citizens, taken captive on the high seas to bear arms against their country, to become the executioners of their friends and brethren, or to fall themselves by their hands. That's what the government does every day. Our government does every day. They take people and they say, look, if you don't want to die, you have to destroy them. Kill them, take them out of the picture, however you want to look at it. That is what's done every day. You know, I heard a rumor years and years ago, and I'm not going to look into it too much, but I'm going to tell you what that rumor was. The rumor was that the CIA, to be actually come into the CIA, NSA, or any really secretive organization such as those, you had to literally kill off your family. You had to show that you were so cold and that you were so heartless that you didn't have anyone that you can tell the secrets to, and you had to take them out yourself. Is that true or not? I don't know. But I do know that if it is true, it's even worse than I'm talking. I know there's a lot of other things that need to be dealt with. He has exited domestic intersections among us, has endeavored to bring on the inhabitants of our frontiers and the merciless Indian savages, whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions. Now, right here, I want to make this. I want to say this because this says merciless Indian savages. What this is saying is back then the Indians, not all the Indians. Let me make this very, very clear for anyone out there. It's not all Indians at that time. It wasn't all Indians at that time. But the king would find the most gruesome, the most uncivilized, merciless, as this says, merciless group that he could find, and he would promise them riches and guns and all this other kind of stuff to do whatever they could to go in and fight against the 13 colonies of that time and so many other people of that time. To all of you that don't know history, I don't know all of history, I'm not great, but that was a very, very big problem back during that time. The king would do everything he could to get the natives to take out as many people as they could, because it saved his people. So he would deceive both. He was deceiving the 13 colonies on one side, and he was deceiving those Indians on the other side, the American Indians of that side during that time. He didn't care about them either. He just was promising them things just so he can get them to do what he wanted. Okay, going back into this. In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of a free people. Nor have we been wanting in attentions to our British. We have warned them from time to time of attempts by their legislature to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over us. We have reminded them of the circumstances of our emigration and settlement here. We have appealed to their native justice and magnanimity, and we have conjured them by the ties of our common kindred to disavow these enemies in war. Peace, friends. So what that's saying right there is all of the people that they reached out to trying to say, hey, look, you need to help us get out away from that king of that time. They considered them enemies in war, and during peace, they were friends. And look at today. You know, I'm the same way today with today's government. Look at how many of them they'll strike up wars, and I'm not talking about gun versus gun wars. Sometimes it's a war between a husband and ex-wife, or a wife and an ex-husband, however you want to look at it. They are put in a battle, a war, over their children. Why? Why does it have to be that way? Why can't they just come together and agree on civilized behavior between the two? Look, if since we are separated now, divorced, whatever, you get the kids 50% of the time, I get the kids 50% of the time. Now, if you have a man or a woman out there, I don't care what you are, if you have a man or a woman out there that's a drug abuser, that's in and out of jail all the time, that is beating the children, or any of those such things, I do agree that they should not have those rights. But when you have a man out there that is doing the absolute best for his children, making sure they have food on the table, making sure there's a correct disciplinary action in the household, making sure that they are being properly taken care of in every aspect, in every situation of their lives. And I don't care, again, it's not about sex, it's about the properly taking care of those children. If both sexes are doing that, they deserve equal rights over that child, over those children, whatever. And that's my biggest issue. You know, they took away 90% of my rights for absolutely no reason at all. They had absolutely no evidence. And again, these are my examples. These are not over everything that I'm talking about. Okay. There's a lot of things that this happens to. Getting back into this. Therefore, the representatives of the United States of America in General Congress assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do, in the name and by authority of the good people of these colonies, the people of these colonies, solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiances to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the states of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved. And that as free and independent states, they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do, for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. All I wanted was their freedom. That's all I want. And I know 90% of this country, the people, still do. All of you people out there that are looking for your freedom, please take these words and remember this. Okay? The reason why the U.S. broke away from the British Crown years ago was for the fact that all of the tyranny that was coming from that crown under King George III. There was so much hatred from that man, and right now our governmental powers are doing the same thing, at least a big majority of them. We need to not allow this anymore. Look at how many people signed this. From Georgia there was 3, from Maryland there was 4, from Delaware there was 3, Massachusetts 4, North Carolina 3, Virginia 7, New York 4, Rhode Island 2, South Carolina 4, New Jersey 5. Actually, I think there's more from New Jersey. I think I just kind of cut it off on this one. We'll look. As a matter of fact, New Jersey was, yes, New Jersey is 5, Connecticut 4, Massachusetts 1, Pennsylvania there's 9, New Hampshire 2, New Hampshire 1. I don't know why there's 2 different New Hampshires there, but 3 from New Hampshire. It has to end somewhere. They wrote that as saying, look, we don't want to deal with your tyranny anymore. This is what the people of these states want. We want to get away from being forced to do what you want us to do. We, the people, want to be able to make our own rules, our own laws, our own civilized system, because your system is nothing but kill and destruction, and we don't want to deal with that. And our system today, 2019, is going to the same way. Like I've made mention of a couple of individuals already, and I'm not going to mention them again because you know exactly what I'm talking about. When that man was killed in prison, and look at all the other men that have been killed over the years. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, those 2 people have done it. All the other people that they have killed over the years, they have done it time and time again. Every time they get caught doing something that they shouldn't be doing, oh, well, let's kill them. Let's get them out of the picture. Come on, people. Wake up. Realize what's going on in this country. Please. Let's stand up. We the people can stand up. We can start forming petitions to get those people out of offices. We can do this. Let's figure out a way to do it. If you guys know how to do it, please get in contact with me via this email, via this YouTube channel. Leave some comments in the comment section. I would love to hear some feedback on this stuff. And if you don't know how to do it, talk to someone. Share my video. Make sure people are helping. Let's get some of these people out of office. Let's start breaking the system. Let's get the people that we want in office that are actually going to fight for us. and not against us, that are going to help us as a people. This is Andrew Riley with Breaking the System. Please don't forget that this is a very important thing, very important topic, and we need to get back really, really close to the way it was written in 1776. And to all the people that don't want to get back to that, this is my word. There will be a day where you will regret that decision. There will be a day where you'll look back at this situation right now and you'll be like, man, he was so right. Or she was so right. Whoever you heard it from. If it wasn't from me first, if it was from somebody else first, whatever the circumstances are, you will realize when the country is completely taken from their freedom and liberty taken, you will be like, oh my God. You won't know what to do with yourself. We need to stand up. We need to take our liberty back. Again, this is Andrew Riley, Breaking the System. Please leave some comments in the comment section. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video. And we will see y'all on the next one.
Of all the words written here about freedom, there's a line that's at the heart of all the others. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and provide new guards for their future security. People don't talk that way anymore. It means if there's something wrong, those who have the ability to take action have the responsibility to take action.